Without clarity, you'll always sell your birthright or yourself as a slave. Hi, I'm naomiolutayo, and I'm the brand priestess, and I partner with spiritual Black women founders to realign their brands to mirror the vision that God has given them. And I share more founder activation strategies and revelations in my mailing list, letters from my living room. So if that's something that interests you, subscribe down below. The link is in the description. Anyways, let's get into today's video. Clarity is your lifeline. Clarity is your lifeline. It's your anchor to this physical plane. People who deal with breaks from reality, people who have dealt with spiritual psychosis, people who have dealt with gaslighting, they lack clarity. You, as a spiritual Black woman founder, cannot build an alignment without it. Most of us exist without clarity because we were raised and indoctrinated into it. The abuse wouldn't have worked if we had clarity. Our oppression wouldn't have lasted as long if we had clarity, if our clarity wasn't challenged and threatened and stolen every single day. The extraction from capitalism wouldn't have worked as well if we had clarity on who we are, on what's true, on our desires and ourselves. So what is clarity? Clarity is the quality of being coherent and intelligible. Coherent meaning no contradictions, and intelligible meaning not being reconcilable and easy to understand. So when you don't have clarity as a founder, it always goes down to not being able to reconcile or understand yourself, and there being contradictions in yourself and therefore your actions and your leadership. To not have clarity as a founder looks like making decisions against your vision, classic misalignment. It could look like handing your power over to mentors, investors, or just defaulting to them and not really trusting your own vision. And in a sense, it's just acting in a way that contradicts another truth. This is dangerous because, like I kept stressing, clarity is your lifeline. It's your anchor in the physical plane. You can't build an alignment without it. So when you're operating out of clarity, you technically aren't fully present in this physical realm. I know that when I had gone through my fair share of toxic situations, I wasn't seeing things clearly. I ignored very blaring red flags. I refused to observe reality for what it is. That's what lack of clarity is. There was a confliction within me. I couldn't understand something in myself, and so I acted out of contradiction. Why is this dangerous? Because you will, as a founder, you will never question the system that is feeding off of you. You will never be able to see your vision clearly. And when you're not clear, when your vision is blurry, you're not going to see the systems. You're not going to see the vision. When you're not seeing the systems, you are allowing yourself to be fed off of. And when you're not seeing your vision clearly, you're operating out of misalignment. When you're not clear, your vision is blurry. You're not seeing well. And that means your discernment for decision-making defaults to everything but what's aligned for you. And so when you're a founder and you're committing to alignment, if you're not operating in clarity, you're not building an alignment. Alignment demands your full clarity. You need to see 100% of your vision, and you need to see yourself 100% for who you are. When you're clear, aligned actions become your default. When you're clear, you cannot be taken off your path, and that is protection. Clarity is your lifeline. Part of becoming convicted of your vision, part of becoming convicted of your vision and fully jumping into the path of alignment and realigning yourself and your vision and your brand and launching an alignment and all those things comes down to how clearly are you willing to see. Sometimes we refuse clarity because of what it means, and it's painful. Sometimes we're resisting the grief on the other side of what's clear. I know for me, an example, for me in my vision, I could not see my full vision because I was grieving what it was requiring of me. I didn't want to see it at all because it would require me to make bigger moves and I wasn't ready for it. So I maintained my unclarity. I know I didn't want to see what really happened to me in my childhood or the reality of those relationships, those friendships, because to see it clearly would tear down every false image I've had of the people that I thought I loved, or even myself. If you're not ready to see yourself, you're not ready for alignment, and you're not ready to fully bring down from heaven to earth what God has put inside of you to steward and to build, to challenge these systems. If you're not ready to admit that you only got that degree, that you only took that funding because you had something to prove, if you're not ready to see it for what it is, you'll never be ready for alignment, and that's okay. It all goes down to desires. There's no shame in owning what you really want, and some of us don't want what alignment is requiring of us, and that's okay. What's not okay is not being honest with yourself about what you want. That's how you get yourself in a lot of trouble. But if you are a founder and you're ready to see clearer than clear, and you've been opening up yourself to see what the system is, who you are, what you're here to create, and you are committed and convicted of this vision, I want you to DM me before you get off this video. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my newsletter, Letters from My Living Room, so you can receive more calibrations and founder activations just like this one. And lastly, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you know when I post, because it will be very soon. Anyways, I thank you for stopping by for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.